I finally got the time to sit down and continue playing one of my favorite games of this year. And now that the Separate Ways DLC is finally bought, downloaded and installed in my PC, it's time to... If you've been a gamer for a long time, you have probably experienced this in the past. The dread of knowing that all of those hours you put in a game are gone. It's literally a nightmare, and for me, this was the third time something like this has happened. A few months ago, I lost the account of Nier Reincarnation, one of the mobile gachas I play. Fortunately, and thanks to the customer service, I got it back. But by far the worst case was a few years ago, when I lost my 300-hour save of Metal Gear Solid 5. And I was aiming to the true 100% completion with that game. Unfortunately, I never recovered the save. And now, with 91 hours at stake, I launched Resident Evil 4 Remake only to be greeted by this message. If you happen to be in the same spot as me, I got you covered. Sort of. For starters, this is the Steam version, and as far as I can tell, this doesn't happen in other platforms. Apparently, and this is a speculation, if you close the game or Steam while the save is being uploaded to the Steam cloud, the save data can be corrupted. And yes, that's common sense, but this is not a common occurrence to happen if you do the same thing with other titles in the library. If you want a chance to recover your data, the first thing you need to do is, as soon as you see this message, exit to Windows without closing the game in order to back up your saves into another folder. Don't close the game while doing this because the save data might be overwritten and that would be a real game over. The files normally are in C, program files, Steam, user data, your ID number, and here search for the folder 2050650. This is the app ID for Resident Evil 4 Remake. Then remote and then Win64 save. The only thing you can recover are the manual save slots you have created in the typewriter and in most cases the autosave file. This means that all the progress of the achievements, the bonus store and other unlocks are gone forever. But don't worry, I'm going to teach you what you can do to recover all of that at the end of the video. Once you are in the folder, just copy the files that have the word slot in it. If you have 4 manual saves like I do, copy data 001, 002, 003 and 004 slot files into another folder. The data 000 is the autosave file, so if you want to recover that as well, copy that one. The data 00-1 is the main save of the entire game, where the store unlocks are located and all of that. Unfortunately for us, that's the file that has been corrupted by stopping the saving process. Don't copy that one, just the manual saves you have created if you want to at least recover something. Exit the game, go to Steam and right-click on Resident Evil 4 Remake in your library to uncheck the Steam Cloud saving process. After this, go to the folder where the saves are located, the original ones, and erase the remote folder and the remote cache PDF file. close Steam and reopen Steam. Check if the files you just deleted are still deleted. If that's the case, launch the game again and it should open as a fresh install. You should be prompted to calibrate the brightness and all of that, and this means you are in the right way. That wasn't the case for me, so if you have the same luck as I do and the error message appears again, the best thing you can do is to erase the entire folder of the saved data, exit Steam and restart the computer. This was the only thing that worked for me. Either way, the goal is to open the game without receiving the error message at the start. If you are in this point, next thing you need to do is to start a new campaign and get to the first typewriter. Here you need to make the same amount of save files you had in your original save. I had 4 in the first 4 slots, so I created new ones in those same slots. If you only had one save, just create one, but be sure to use the same slot and be mindful of the number of the slot. After you do this, close the game and activate the Steam Cloud Saves again. You'll get the conflict screen if you attempt to launch the game. Choose local save and let it override the cloud save. And as a final step, copy the backup files you created into the main save folder to overwrite them. And with that, you should have your original saves and the game will work as intended again. Now the problem with this is that you are still missing all those achievements and points you had, and everything you unlocked in the past, because the only thing you recovered were your save slots. Fortunately, everything you had in those slots will remain, including charms, weapon upgrades and all of that. To recover the other stuff, you will need to use a combination of external tools. Tools only available for PC, and I'm talking about trainers and the cheat engine. You already had unlocked everything, so it's okay to use the tools at your disposal to recover all those hours spent in the game. Using cheat engine is easy and you'll find a lot of information on how to use it on the internet. You need to download and install the main software, then download a thing called cheat for the game. And here you'll have the option to unlock all the challenges. That's one part, but you still need to have the points to buy the stuff. In order to do that, I used a trainer that allowed me to modify the amount of points. A trainer is another type of cheat tool that you can download and run without the need to install anything. I assure you that you can find a lot of information about these tools here in YouTube. So please check for those, and if you still have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. It was stressful, but I managed to survive the nightmare at the end. If this happened to you, keep the cloud saves for the game deactivated just in case, and make a backup of the local files constantly. Thank you for watching, and if you like what you see, please subscribe, give a like and leave a comment. Please feel inclined to do so. Thank you so much for staying to the end. See you around.